So yeah, guys, basically I'm back, or I don't know about how much time after how much time I am back on this content और मतलब बहुत दिनों से मैं लाइव नहीं आया था और उसके बाद आज मैं लाइव आया हूँ. Had a lot of disgrace in my life in my past from 1 to 2 months. Like I had a lot of things to share, but um, मतलब आज भी today itself I didn't had that motivation to come on my laptop screen and do YouTube live. So, but yeah, I just motivated myself to just come and sit in the front of screen of laptop. So yeah, I'm back after maybe after the 1 month or 2 month. Let me see whether I'm live or not. I think yes, I am live. Or anyways, it doesn't matter that. Yeah, I'm live. अरे यार, why the hell is this? So, guys, I had a lot of things to share, but currently, let me just open the Karma Yoga book which I was reading quite month ago. Like, give me some seconds. Um, should we read it on Chrome or anything else? Yeah, let's start reading on Chrome. Yes, so it is opening, and yeah, it is. I think we should start from the chapter 2 and the very beginning of the chapter 2, because I think I just forgot everything that what we have read earlier. So I think yeah, let's start with the chapter 2. But yeah, chapter 2, I think chapter 2 का हमने काफी कुछ पढ़ लिया था. We have read a lot of chapter 2. So I think from I think here, knowing that mother and father are the variable representative of God, the household, always and by all men must please them. If the mother is pleased and the father, God, is pleased with the man, and the child is really a good child, and who never speak harsh word to his parents. Before parents, one must not utter jokes, one must not show restlessness, must not show anger or temper. Before mother or father, a child must bow down low and stand up in their presence and must not take a seat until they order him to sit. Like the same thing, I was just exploring YouTube and I saw Premanandji Maharaj. He was saying the same thing, that you just have to respect your parents a lot. And if you once start giving respect towards your parents, if you start showing respect towards the parents, then God itself will definitely uh, come you and he God, I am talking about God. God also will impress from you just because you are showing some respect and love and gratitude towards your parents. And the same thing said by Premanandji Maharaj. I think it is all depends on the Hinduism. Hinduism, the main reason behind the region and behind the religion that show some respect towards the god, towards the parents, towards the world, towards Dharti Mata, towards the earth, towards the water, a lot of things. Like it's a totally different philosophy. Yeah, like in this paragraph, we can see that mother and father could bow down, lay down, and stand in their presence, and must not take seat until they order him to sit. Like वो जब तक नहीं बोलते not sit. If the household has a food and a drink and clothes without the first seeing that his mother and his father, his children, his wife, and the poor, the supplied, he is committing the sin. Like here, uh, maybe if the householder has food and drink and cloth without first seeing that his like If let's take an example of a normal human being, what exactly he do? Like, if he has food, he has shelter, he just offer it to the god. He offer it to his family. And if he does not offer that things towards the family, towards the god, then he's just committing sins, according to Swami Vivekananda. And I think I just agree with him, because if you have everything, just provide it, because it's your karma. Like, if you don't provide the shelter, if you don't provide the food grains towards your family, then you are just committing sins, you are doing unrighteous things in your life, because it is your righteous thing to provide shelter, to provide food to your family. Like, same things said by the Swami Vivekananda. The mother and the father are the causes of this body. So man must undergo 1,000 troubles in order. कहाँ गया? अरे यार. Okay. So man must undergo 1,000 troubles in order to do good to them. Exactly. Like, I think मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि when I was reading and when I was listening to the IIT Baba, he just said that it doesn't matter that how does parents is actually the God itself. Like, God is different and the parents are different. So according to Swami Vivekananda, he said here that the the, this body is provided us by the god, and the median of the body is actually our parents. So indirectly god and parents are connected, and both are god for us, because they are one is providing the body, one is providing the soul in the body, and second one is providing doing work as a median to provide this body in the material world. If our parents were not present, and if they were not married, then how can a person be present in how can a person be present in the form of present, like in the form of this material body, if his parents were there and not get married? So it is very important to understand that they were the medians to give you birth in this material world, and to birth it to your birth to your soul in this body. So yeah, exactly, this is what I mean, and what the Vivekananda Swami said. Okay. Even so, his duty to his wife, no man should scold his wife. Exactly. And he must always maintain her as if she were his own mother. Okay. And even, give me a second, guys. Like, I am just stuck in this college life and all. Like, one of my college friend called me to. I just want to give a lot of PPTs tomorrow, so वो लग कल ऐसे जीवन में. Anyways, even so, of his duties to his wife, no matter should scold his wife, and he must always maintain her as if she were his own mother. And even when he is in the great difficulties and troubles, he must not show anger to his wife. Like, it is one's task, it is one's husband task to maintain his wife, because it is not her now after the marriage, it is responsibility of the bride and the responsibility of the male to to keep the woman and to provide shelter to the woman. Because now the family and I think in Hinduism we consider gotra system. Like, her growth has changed and everything has changed for the woman, because she married to a man who has to take care for her for whole life. So I think if a man is scolding her, if a man is scolding her, if he is doing any domestic violence, then it is, I think he is committing the sinful activities in his life, because he's just scolding his own wife, because it is his responsibility to take care of her. So yeah, if he's doing such that thing, scolding her and harassing her, then I think it is the biggest crime for a person, because he just come in his house because of him, because of the marriage they did in the past. So yeah, even so his duty to his wife, no man should scold him. Oh yeah, he should think of mother. He who thinks of another woman besides his wife, if he touches her, even with his mind, that man goes to dark hell. Like what a great, what a great thought this is. What a great line it is. Like what man. Like he is just expressing the whole Kalyug. Like मैं सुन रहा था, आई वॉज रीडिंग एंड आई वॉज लिसनिंग टू द प्रेमानंद जी महाराज, उन्होंने भी यही बात कही दैट इफ यू सी एंड इफ यू थिंक something noxious in your mind towards any of the other women, that creates a sin in your own mind. Like oh mujhe pata hai I was also just commuting that sin before I didn't know about that. Like मैं सोचता था कि this how good looking this girl is, how good looking this, like like from the very beginning मेरी यही सोच थी कि if a woman is elder than me, then I just want to show respect towards her. But I had that mentality that if a girl is of my same age, why shouldn't I go and impress her? Like I never thought anything wrong about a girl in my whole life. Like maybe that's the reason behind that मैं इतना ज़्यादा influenced towards the Swami Vivekanand, towards the Premanand Ji Maharaj, towards all the other spiritual gurus of Hinduism. Because from the very beginning, I just had that thought that why should I look towards a girl? Because if a girl is also a human being, then why should I attract towards her? Like I had that thought कि मतलब a girl is also a human being, और अगर वो भी एक मनुष्य है तो then why I am attracting towards her. So I had a like I had a answer about that कि nature ने ही हमें ऐसा बनाया that we have to, that we actually attracts towards the opposite gender. And और अगर हो रहा है तो उसमें कोई बुराई नहीं है. But I had that mind, I had that thinking before even I was in spirituality and understanding of the Maya and the ruthless world. So yeah, let's let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. यार पता है आप today I feel a lot of nervousness because my mind is just so fucked up. My mind, I'm just reading from the very morning and I had a lot of classes today. Like मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरा स्क्रीन टाइम 12 घंटे के आसपास हो गया. एंड I just had a thought in my mind कि let's go and do YouTube live because I didn't do that from a lot of days. So मुझे आया और आज I feel that I have a lot of communication skills and the communication skill barriers right in front of you. मैं अच्छे से communicate नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ because my mind is just stuck and थक गया हूँ यार. बेसिकली वही है. बट पॉइंट वही है ना. द पॉइंट इज मैंने सोचा था कि आखिरी में बात करूंगा, चलो आखिरी में करूंगा एनीवेज. बिफोर वुमेन ही मस्ट नॉट टॉक improper language and never brag of his power. He must not say, I have done this and I have done that. Okay. The householder must always please his wife with money, cloth, love, faith, and the words like nectar. What exactly this means? अरे कैसे देखेंगे डिफाइन? थिंक क्या डिफाइन? लुक लाइक दिस. अबे भाई बताना, डिफाइन करना भाई. अबे ओ बेवकूफ. यार इमोशंस आ जाते हैं बाहर यार जब ऐसा कुछ होता है ना. लिटरली. यार पता है ये मेरे को जम नहीं रहा यार ऑनेस्टली. इससे तो क्रोम अच्छा भाई, कम से कम टच करूंगा तो वो तो होगा कि shall I read it in Chrome itself? Should I? The drink of Greek and Roman gods. Okay. Okay. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. मतलब इधर उन्होंने इसको कुछ इस तरह से कनेक्ट किया है. लाइक स्वामी विवेकानंद connected it as a beer and wine like that. Okay. कहाँ गया? What is like nature and never do anything to disturb her. The man who has succeeded in getting the love of guest wife has succeeded in his religion and has all these virtues. अरे यार virtues. कहाँ गया? Okay, the following are the duties towards children. Okay, a son, like, अब कुछ उन्होंने बताया है what duty should be towards the children and all. A man should be lovingly reared up to his fourth year. He should be educated till he is 16. When he is 20 years of ages, he should be employed in some work. He should then he treated affectionately by his her father as his equal. Exactly in the same manner, the daughter should be brought up and should be educated with the great care. And when she marries, the father ought to give her jewelers and wealth. अफेक्शनेटली मतलब किसी से कनेक्ट हो जाना, आई थिंक यही होता है। यार पता है ऑनेस्टली, मतलब आई हैड अ लॉट ऑफ sanurag. I don't know what exactly it means. In a way that shows, huh, like affection. I think it is come from the affection itself, the word affectionately. Okay, I don't know how many people are watching me right now. Like मैं खुद ही देख रहा था अभी 7 मिनट पहले तक तो, and anyways, let's go ahead. And when she marries, ठीक है, मतलब it's man duties to follow everything. Like he has to grow, like the same things I've read in Chanakya Niti itself. Like rise up the fourth year, he should educate it till he's 16, and when he's 20 years of age, he should employ in the work. He should then treat and definitely advise father is equal. Like यही बातें हैं, मतलब जो same to same things said by the Chanakya itself. Like I am so influenced by Chanakya, him Chanakya too. Then the duty of man is towards his brother and sister, and towards his children of his brother and sister, if they are poor, and towards his other relatives, his friends, and his servants. Then his duties are towards the people of the same village and the poor, and any of them comes to him for help, having sufficient means. If the householder does not take care to give his relatives and to the poor, know him to only betray, he is not the human being. Like उन्होंने ये बोला है, the Swami Vivekanand said that anyone is coming to help for you, if anyone is asking help for you, just help him. And if he is not doing that, he is not a human being, because this is the basic, indeed, like it is basically, what word should I use, engaged in मतलब जो पहले से ही एक innate, क्या कहेंगे उसे, innate एक characteristic है human being का, कि he just have to help anybody, because if he is not doing that thing, then how can a animal is different from human being? That's the exactly what actually Vivekanand Swami said. अरे यार हेल, यार मेरे को ना नहीं समझ आ रहा है ये वाला ऐप, मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा भाई ये ऐप. Excessive attachment to food. Okay, excessive attachment to food, clothes, and the tending of the body and the dressing of the hair should be avoided. Okay, मतलब excessive attachment to food, clothes, and trending of body. Like for a normal human being, for average middle class people, it is quite difficult. It is quite easy for him to follow all these things, because he just born in the atmosphere where everything, food, clothes, and tending body, dressing of the hair, these things, like I don't know about dressing of hairs, but I know about clothes and food. They actually tries to ignore all these things if they are not cheap. If something is cheap, then only the middle class people or the poor people go and invest some money in that. But if the thing is quite expensive, then the average middle class people does just ignore that. And I think if a person belongs to the middle class, then it is quite easy task for him to follow all these things. Okay, the householder must be pure in heart and clean in body. Okay, must be pure heart, always active and always ready for work. Okay, like alas bhai, point वही है ना, everything comes with the alas. Like if I am alsi, if I am a procrastinator, then it is, this world is quite difficult for me, because being a procrastiner, I can definitely say, मेरे को पता नहीं उसका क्या word होगा, procrastinate जो करता होगा person, but being a procrastinating person, I know one thing, that the world is quite difficult for him if he procrastinate every time. अगर वो procrastinate कर रहा है तो world उसे like the world will eat him, like नहीं जिंदा नहीं छोड़ेगा, they will destroy him if he procrastinates. बस उठो यार, काम करने लगो। मुझे याद आ रहा है, उठो जागो संघर्ष करो और तब तक मत रुको जब तक तुम्हारा गोल प्राप्त नहीं होता। राइज अवेक एंड नॉट स्टॉप अंटिल योर गोल इज रीच्ड, सेड बाय द स्वामी विवेकानंद इटसेल्फ। लाइक इफ आई एम द, अगर honestly if Swami Vivekanand were present right now, I definitely become the biggest servant. I try to become the biggest servant and biggest devotee of him, because I am so influenced by him. और मैं एक तरफ कह रहा हूँ, on the one hand I am saying that I am the biggest devotee and I am one of the biggest. If he were present, I I were be the biggest devotee of him if he were present. And at the same time I am procrastinating on the different things on my studies. So these things contradict itself. I am these things became these things converts me into procrastinator, and these things converts me into the hypocrite. So yeah, I think कि I just stop doing procrastination. Like उन्होंने ऐसा बोला है कि ready for work, इसलिए मैंने ये सब ज्ञान गणित दिया। ओके, अरे यार ये नहीं जम रहा यार। To his enemies the householder must be a hero. Okay, then he must resist. उसे रोकना चाहिए, resist करना चाहिए. That is the duty of householder. He must not sit down in a corner and weep, okay, and talk nonsense about non resistance. If he does not show himself a hero to his enemies, he has not done his duties. And to his friends and relatives, he must be a gentle as a lamb. Okay. मतलब यही है, he has to be good, he has to be like Rangya. He has to be a hero in front of his enemies, and should be gentle for his friends and relatives. Like, what if I'm just putting a condition in it and a situation in it. What if enemies are friends and relatives itself? Like, I have a YouTube channel जिसका नाम है योर ब्रो पक्की, एंड इफ यू गाइस want to go and just subscribe it, मतलब 2 साल से मैंने उस पर वीडियो नहीं डाला है, but I created a video 2 years ago on this thing. Like, what if relatives are, why this toxicity happens, like toxic neighbors, toxic relatives, toxic friends, because I had a past in lot of things, in lot of these things. So मैंने क्रिएट करी थी, आई जस्ट क्रिएटेड अ वीडियो ऑन दैट, एंड उसी टाइम का माइक अभी भी चल रहा है, तो अभी वही यूज़ कर रहा हूँ मैं। सस्ता था, 200-300 रुपये का कुछ खरीदा था मैंने। आई परचेज्ड इट for like 150 rupees in 2022. So I created that video. Like, call aa raha hai yaar, let me pick up that call yaar. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know why I can't see, like, वो कैसे देखते हैं यार? क्या कहते हैं उसको, लाइव सुपर चैट? हाँ, क्या पता सुपर चैट कैसे देखते हैं यार? एनीवेज, सो हाँ, मतलब मैंने फिर खरीदा था। एनीवेज, लेट्स गो फर्दर, लेट्स गो अहेड। सुपर चैट तो शायद वो होती है जिसमें पेमेंट करते हैं, लाइक चैट भी नहीं दिख रही है मुझे। एनीवेज, कहाँ थे अपन? It is the duty of householder to not pay reverence to the wicked, because if he reverences the wicked people of the world, he patronizes, I don't know the meaning of this, patronizes wickedness. Patronizes, I think, prioritize karna, wickedness. Okay, and it will be a great mistake of it degrades those who are worthy of respect, the good people. He must not be gushing in his friendship. गॉशिंग आई डोंट नो मीनिंग ऑफ इट टू। यार मेरी अभी मेरे को ऐसा फील आ रहा है मैंने रीडिंग छोड़ दी थी तो उससे लाइक इट क्रिएटेड वीक वोकेबुलरी लाइक जो मुझे वर्ड्स याद है ना वो भी। टू फ्लो आउट सडनली एंड इन ग्रेट क्वालिटी, टू प्रोड्यूस लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ लिक्विड, लाइक इट्स अ वर्ब। ही मस्ट नॉट गो आउट ऑफ द Tangya. He must not go out of the way making friends everywhere. Like I think here Vivekanand Swami targeted into extrovert people because one of my friend he just create a lot of friends everywhere. If he is in rickshaw, then he create friend to rickshaw driver. Like he is just extrovert. Like he can create anyone, any friend, anytime. He must watch the actions of the man he wanted to make friends with, and this deals with other men response upon them and then make friend. Okay, exactly. Like he just represented the way to create friends. Okay, this three things he must not talk of. He must not talk in the public of his own fame. Okay, he must not preach his own name or his own power. But yeah, I think this is the most good thing that I've ever read in the Karma Yoga book. Like he's just giving us the knowledge that you just not do these things. Okay, so let me start. Let me read from start. He must not talk in public of his own fame. Okay, he must not preach his own name or his own powers. Okay, he must not talk of his wealth or of anything that has been told to him privately. Okay, ठीक है, मतलब privately जो भी anything that anyone said him privately, not talk about him, not talk of his wealth, of his powers, of his of his fame. Okay, a man must not say he is poor, or that he is wealthy. He must not brag of his wealth. Let him keep in own counsels, मतलब in own understanding. This is his religious duties. Okay, this is not merely words wisdom. If a man does not do so, he may not held to be moral. Okay. The household in the basis, the prop of the whole society. He is the principal earner. The poor, the weak, the children, and the women who do not work all live upon the householder. So there must be certain duties that he has to be performed. And these duties must make him feel strong to perform them and not make him think that he is doing this Bennett his ideas. Therefore, if he has done something weak or has made some mistakes, he must not say so in public. And if he is engaged in some enterprise and he knows and knows he is sure to fail in it, he must not speak of it. Such self exposure is not only uncalled for, but also unnerves, unnerves the man and make him unfit for his performance of his legitimate duties in life. Okay, so either Swami Vivekanand just upholding the everything that he said earlier. So yeah, मतलब उन्होंने यही कुछ कुछ बातें बोली हैं कि feel strong to perform them, and if he did something weak and made mistakes in his past, so let's not speak it in public. Like मुझे याद आ रहा है देयर इज आई थिंक देयर इज अ फ्रेज फॉर नॉट स्पीक इन पब्लिक, लाइक मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब मुझे याद आ रहा है कि वो कुछ है बट मुझे वो वर्ड एग्जैक्ट वर्ड याद नहीं आ रहा। ओके, आईपीएल कोई मैच चल रहा है ना आज, देखें स्कोर। आईपीएल का भी मैच चल रहा है, शायद एसआरएच और हैदराबाद और लखनऊ का मैच चल रहा है। अच्छा खेली यार लखनऊ। यार मैं सोच रहा हूँ पता है कि आईपीएल की भी वो शुरू करी जाए बट अभी नहीं यार, मतलब आई जस्ट वांट टू गेट आउट ऑफ द शिट दैट इज हैपनिंग राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ माय लाइफ। लाइक आई जस्ट वांट टू गो आउट ऑफ इट। मैं फिर हर चीज करूंगा भाई, यूट्यूब चैनल खोलूंगा, आई जस्ट क्रिएट इंस्टाग्राम रील्स, आई जस्ट गो लाइव ऑन यूट्यूब एवरीवेयर। भाई अभी तो रीडिंग कर रहा हूँ, मेरे दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीजें हैं यार, बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं। 5.1 ओवर में 67 रन फॉर 1 विकेट। ओ वाह यार, गुड वन यार, गुड वन। अरे निकोलस पूरन, मिचेल मार्श, लास्ट लास्ट मैच में बहुत अच्छा खेले थे ये दोनों। लाइक दे प्लेड अ वेरी गुड इनिंग्स इन लास्ट मैच। लाइक टुडे इटसेल्फ दे आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट यार। Makram is good player, but why he's not playing quite well? Like 4 balls, 1 run. Anyways, let's go ahead. Such self-exposure is not only uncalled for, but also unnerves the man and makes him unfit for the performance of his legitimate duties in life. At the same time, he must struggle hard to acquire these things. Firstly, knowledge, and secondly, wealth. Okay, at the same time, he must struggle hard. Okay, उसे at the same time पे ये सब करते हुए knowledge और wealth के लिए struggle करना होगा. It is his duty, and if he does not do his duties, he is nobody. Okay, a householder who does not struggle to get wealth is immoral. Okay, a householder who does not struggle to get is immoral. If he is lazy and content to lead an idle life, he is immoral. Because upon his depends hundreds. ठीक है, उसके ऊपर hundreds depend कर रहे हैं. Like in my family there are a lot of people like this, so I can say that they are adharmi, they are immoral people, they are unrighteous people, because they are not following their duties that they have to follow. They have to follow their, they have to earn livelihood to maintain his family, but they are not. Okay, if he gets riches, hundred of others will be thereby supported. Okay, भाई बहुत डीप बात बोली यार ये, वेरी डीप, मजा आ गया यार। मतलब that's the reason behind that I just love to study philosophy, because if you once get stuck in the philosophy, you realize that how philosophy changed your life, like how much happy you were and how your life has changed, and you just become sad. You become a sad person because always you think about that, what is the existence of my life, why everything happens to me, what's the purpose of my life, what's the purpose of everything that is happening, what is my consciousness, what is present. Like there are a lot of questions that comes when you get stuck in the philosophy, and once you get out of it, the world start the world start as a good as that were before, when you stuck in philosophy. क्या बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा। anyways, मतलब मैं simply I just want to say, once you get out of the philosophy and all that bullshit thoughts from your mind, the world start looking beautiful again, honestly. Because every time when you think of the philosophy, you think that what's the existence of this beauty, what's the existence of this enjoyment, what is the meaning of this pleasure. Like everything, every time you just create questions in your own mind. So that's the reason you start becoming sad if you get stuck in philosophy. And believe me, only spirituality is something which can cut philosophy, because without spirituality you just can't understand the true world, true reality of the world. Like ये reason यार, that's the reason, and it's my own experience ki, because of spirituality, because of Hindu philosophy, I just came out of the Western philosophy and the Western philosophers. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for them, because they had struggled a lot in their life. Every Western philosopher, each and everyone, like there were a lot of philosophers that were present in their life, and they worked a lot to prove any of the philosophical theories, but they have worked a lot in their life. In they just, जिसे कहते हैं हिंदी में लाइफ खपा देना, they just burn their life towards the philosophy. They dedicated their whole life to one thing, to identify the reality, and to identify the reason behind the consciousness, reason behind the reality. So I think being in philosophy is not that bad, but being in totally, like क्या बोलूं मैं, मतलब अगर आप philosophy में हो तो वो अच्छा भी है, it is good as well as bad too. Okay, let's go ahead. And believe me, if you start doing philosophy, आप सोचोगे कि यार क्या क्यों कर रहा हूँ मैं, why the hell the things are happening to me. Okay, let's go. If there were not in the cities 100 who had striven to become rich. striven मतलब सोच रखना, इच्छा व्यक्त करना, like यही होना चाहिए यार, मैंने पढ़ा था, striven. अरे यार पॉइंट ये है कि मीनिंग नहीं आ रहा है इसमें। स्ट्रिवन मीनिंग ट्राई हार्ड टू डू और गेट समथिंग, ठीक है, कुछ प्राप्त करने को बोलते हैं स्ट्रिवन। ओके, सब बढ़िया चल रहा है। 35 मिनट की हो गई भाई लाइव, वाओ। मैं तो मैं अभी, अब अगर मैं लाइव नहीं कर रहा होता तो मे बी आई जस्ट स्क्रोल्ड अ लॉट ऑफ इंस्टाग्राम रील्स इन दिस 35 minutes, ओके। To become rich and who had acquired wealth, where would all this civilization and these Alps houses and the great house be? कैसे बनता है ये? ओके, इसका आंसर शायद हमें विवेकानंद स्वामी ही देंगे नीचे। द विवेकानंद स्वामी he gave the answer behind the question. Okay, going after wealth is such a case is not bad because the wealth is for distribution. Okay, the householder is the center of life and society. It is a worship for him to acquire and send wealth nobly. Okay, for the householder who struggle to become rich by good means and for good purpose, he is doing partially, practically the same thing for the attainment of the salvation as the encouraged encouraged, अरे यार क्या होगा इसका pronunciation, encouraged does in the same cell. So in the same cells, when is the praying? Okay, भाई I think religious and all, anchorite होता है, मैं सही पढ़ रहा, anchorite C नहीं है, anchorite. Okay, for in them we see only the different aspect of the same virtue of the self surrender and the self sacrifice promoted by the feeling of devotion to the god and to all that is his. Like here Swami Vivekanand basically said, मतलब मुझे अच्छा लगा ये जो था ना, for them we see only different aspect of the some virtue of the self surrender and self sacrifice promoted by the feeling of devotion to god and to all his. ओके, कि मतलब हर चीज, एवरीथिंग दैट इज हैपनिंग इन वंस लाइफ इज डन बाय द गॉड। जो भी चीज है, wealth, name, fame, everything is for the god and everything is by the god. If once one person accept that everything is from god and everything is by god, then the person definitely will liberate from from this world, from this maya devi, because he understood that I am no one, I am nobody. The god itself is creating me, god itself is running my life. He is the one who just provided me here, who just provided me all this stuff of the wealth. And the basic reason behind that, like, I was just reading bhagavad gita, and in bhagavad gita I think in fourth or fifth chapter, I can't recognize, in that arjuna said that why did you send me in this world. Then the Shri Krishna said that the basic reason behind that I send you here is that to understand the value of sacrifices, to let you understand that how sacrifices are important for one's person. He created this whole world to let people understand, let human being understand the value of sacrifices. Once he understand that everything is happening because of sacrifices, he just start to be happy. He just start to show gratitude towards the god. And if he's it doesn't matter कि आप god में मानते हो ना मानते हो. What actually matters is if a person is atheist, he just can't reject that gratitude is something which can create the human mind better. अगर आप एथिस्ट भी हो और आप if you provide gratitude towards not towards the god, towards the universe, तो तुम्हें खुद ब खुद subconsciously you start feeling better, because gratitude is something which can actually change one's life, whether you are believer of god or not, whether you are atheist or you are believer. So yeah, इधर यही बोला है कि वंस, और फिर ये जो डिवोशनल ड्यूटीज एंड सेक्रीफाइसेस, सेल्फ सरेंडर, दिस ऑल थिंग्स आर नॉट फॉर द बिगिनर. Those who are started doing his life beginning of the stage of his spiritual path, वो नहीं समझ सकते कि सरेंडर करना क्या होता है, what exactly surrender is, what sacrifices is, self sacrifices it. So once a person gets stuck in it, sorry, I use bad word stuck. Once a person start using and get in spirituality, it is kind of a stage where खुद ब खुद वो फील करेगा, where he feel himself that why self sacrifices and self surrender are important. Okay, he must struggle to acquire a good name by all means. He must not gamble. He must not move in the company of the wicked. He must not tell lie. He must not be the cause of trouble to other. Okay, ये चीजें नहीं करना चाहिए. He must struggle to acquire a good name by all means. Okay, often people and often people enter into things they have not meant to accomplish, with the result that they cheat other to attain their own end. ठीक है? Then there is in all things the time factor to be taken into consideration. What at one time might be a failure would perhaps at the another time be a very great success. Okay, the householder must speak the truth and speak gently using words which people like, which will do good to others, nor should he talk of the business of the other man. भाई दूसरों के बारे में बात नहीं करना, बेसिकली निंदा करने का मना कर रहे हैं वो इधर. यार मुझे ना ऑनेस्टली ये वाला समझ में नहीं आया. पैराग्राफ एक और बार पढ़ लेता हूँ. ऑफन पीपल एंटर into things they have not meant to accomplish with the result that they cheat others to attain their own end. ठीक है, वो चीटिंग करते हैं दूसरों के साथ. then there is in all things that the time factor to be taken into consideration. फिर टाइम का फैक्टर भी कंसिडरेशन में आता है. what at one time might be a failure would perhaps at the another time be a very great success. Okay भाई समझ गया मैं. वो बेसिकली हियर स्वामी विवेकानंद यही कहना चाह रहे हैं कि टाइम कंसिडरेशन आ जाता है. जो भी लोग गलत काम करके दूसरों को चीट करके अपनी खुद की खुशी और अपना खुद का फायदा निकालते हैं, उन्हें ये बात समझना चाहिए कि आज अगर तुम्हारा फेलियर है, इफ द फेलियर इज टुडे, देन टुमारो हु सी टुमारो, लाइक वो प्रोवाइड कर सकता है तुम्हें एक अच्छी बड़ी सक्सेस. लाइक आज अगर तुम्हारा इफ टुडे इज योर फेलियर, देन टुमारो विल डेफिनेटली कम. टुमारो सक्सेस विल डेफिनेटली कम टू योर ओन. क्या कह रहा हूँ मैं, मतलब सक्सेस खुद आएगी तुम्हारे चरणों में. चरणों को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, इन योर ओन लेग्स. सो या यही बोल रहे हैं वो. फिर यही था कि बिजनेस दूसरों की निंदा नहीं करना चाहिए. The householder by arre, the householder by digging tanks, by planting trees on the roadside, by established rent house for man and animal, by making roads and building bridges, goes towards the same goal as the great yogi. Okay, wow, भाई बहुत बड़ा, मतलब he just said a great thing here. Like the householder by digging tank, by planting trees on roadside, by established rent house for man and animal, by making road and building bridges, goes towards the same goal as the great yogi. Okay, this is one part of the doctrine of the Karma Yoga activity, the duty of the householder. There is a passage later on where it says that if the householder dies in battle fighting his country or his religion, he come to the same goal as the yogi by meditation. Okay, bhai, like great, bhai. Showing thereby that what is the duty for one is not duty for another. At the same time, it does not say that this duty is lowering and the other evaluating. Lowering मतलब नीचे करना और evaluate मतलब आगे बढ़ाना. Each duty has its own place, and according to the circumstances in which we are placed, we must perform our duties. Exactly भाई, बहुत बहुत, like I just like this यार, मतलब बहुत अच्छा पैराग्राफ था यार ये. I just like this paragraph. उन्होंने बस here the Swami Vivekananda itself said कि it doesn't matter that whatever duties you have, once you are a yogi and if you are performing the meditation, and or you are a military person, or you are in army and you just died in the battlefield to protect our country, then you both are yogis and you both attain the god itself. बस basically यही कहना था उनका. Like I just like this paragraph, but I think there are little complexities are also added, but yeah, मतलब उन्होंने काफी अच्छी बात कही यहाँ पे. Like मुझे याद आ रहा है कि बहुत सारे a lot of people criticize Swami Vivekananda on the comment that he said that you just can meditate while playing football, like ऐसा कुछ कहा था उन्होंने, and you can attain the god while playing football. There the Swami Vivekananda want to said that the playing football is one's karma, and if he detach from his goal, sorry, if he detach from his expectations, and he just playing football as his come as his karm, and which is defined by the god, and he just surrender all his duties, all his result that will come from playing football, then he actually attain liberation according to them. वो सिर्फ इतना सा ही कहना चाह रहे थे that कि मतलब if a person is playing football, और वो if he detach from his result, वो अपने result से detach हो जाएगा और वो हर चीज समर्पित कर देगा, if he surrender everything to the god, he will definitely attain liberation, वो मुक्ति पा लेगा, because he was playing football for the god, because he considered that playing football as his own karma. तो ये कहने का मतलब था स्वामी विवेकानंद का, बट उन्होंने लोगों ने उसे इतना गलत सेंस में ले गए कि हद है। अब पता है ऑनेस्टली मुझे पता नहीं है, मैंने सिर्फ इतना सुना है, और ये मेरा एक निष्कर्ष, जिसको निष्कर्ष भी नहीं, एक एक मेरा एनालाइज कह सकते हो कि क्या विवेकानंद स्वामी को पढ़ के और उस कमेंट को पढ़ के मुझे क्या समझ में आया, मैंने ये बताया कि स्वामी विवेकानंद ये कहना चाहते थे। बेसिकली मैं एक और बार क्लेरिफाई कर देता हूँ, हो सकता है मैं गलत हूँ, इट डजेंट मैटर, बट मैंने क्या समझा वो एक्चुअली मैटर्स। वो चीज़ मैटर करती है मेरे लिए भी, और जो भी क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे उनके लिए भी, कि अगर फुटबॉल वो खेल रहे हैं और वो फुटबॉल इस तरह से खेल रहे हैं कि एवरीथिंग इज डिफाइंड बाय गॉड, और वो भगवान की भक्ति समझ के फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं क्योंकि वो उसका कर्म है, और वो अच्छे से फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं, तो क्यों नहीं उसे लिबरेशन प्राप्त होगा, क्योंकि वो एक कर्मयोगी हो जाएगा। एज सिंपल एज दैट, वही कहना चाहते थे वो। वन आइडिया कम आउट वन आइडिया कम्स आउट of all this, the condemnations of the weak is a particular idea in all teachings which I like, either in philosophy or in religion or in work. Okay, if you read the ways, you will find the word always repeat flawlessness. Fear nothing. Fear is a sign of weakness. A man must go about his duties without taking notice of the sinners and the ridicule of the world. Ridicule matlab, I think it's a negative word which means uh, ridicule मतलब बुराई, sinner and the ridicule of the world, बुराई देखना, I think अच्छा उपहार, हाँ उपहार, hell, that indeed makes somebody appear silly, वही ना, मतलब ridicule मतलब बुरा दिखाना, मजाक बनाना, मैंने पढ़ा है ये वर्ड, इसलिए मेरे को हल्का हल्का सा याद था, मजाक बना देता है इधर। मतलब उसे अपनी ड्यूटी करना चाहिए कि एक रेडिक्यूल वर्ल्ड या फिर हंसने वाला दुनिया क्या कहेगी, ये ना सोच के उसको अपनी ड्यूटीज करना चाहिए, एज इजी एज दैट, इधर ये कहा है इनने। If a man retires from the world to worship God, he must not think that those who live in the world and work for the good of the world are not worshipping gods. Neither must those who live in the world for the wife and children think that those who give up the world are low vagabonds. Vagabond भाई बहुत गुड, अ वेरी वेरी गुड मांगा, जस्ट गो एंड रीड इट, हुआ तो मैं पढ़ूंगा भाई वागाबॉन्ड, इट इज ग्रेट, ग्रेट बुक, ग्रेट मांगा भाई। मतलब हाँ, थोड़ा सा टॉपिक चेंज हो गया। each is the great in his own place. This is thought I will illustrate by my story. अब वो अपनी स्टोरी सुना रहे हैं। सो यार मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि आज के लिए इतना ही रखता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा ना सर बहुत भयंकर दुख रहा है। मैंने सोचा था कि थोड़ी कुछ बात करनी थी, बात कर लूँ, बट एनीवेज अपन कल करते हैं, कल पक्का मैं अब कल से लाइव आऊँगा। और क्योंकि यार ऑनेस्टली मुझे आई जस्ट लाइक टू कम ऑन यूट्यूब लाइव, लाइक आई जस्ट वांट टू डू these things in my future or itself, like if anyone asks me what exactly do you want to do in your life, I just reply him, I just want to create a lot of content on YouTube, not on YouTube, maybe on Netflix and on Amazon Prime, क्योंकि वो कहते हैं ना कि एक इंसान को पता चल जाता है कि वो किस चीज़ में अच्छा है। सो सेम गोज विथ मी कि मुझे पता है, मैं आई जस्ट क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ गुड कंटेंट, आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ गुड scripts in my mind. Once I got opportunity, then I will definitely create a lot of videos, a lot of script videos, a lot of content on YouTube, even on Netflix, if possible. Because the kind of content that I have in my mind, like nobody's creating in nobody is creating it in even in India. No, I think not even in world. Because a lot of philosophical content, a lot of natural content that I have in my mind about like science fiction content about time travel. about lucid dreaming, about multi personality, multiple personality. इस तरह का कुछ content I just want to create on YouTube. Even like whenever I see YouTube India, like everybody is busy in creating the sketches which are comedy. But to be very honest, creating sketches and creating comedy video is not good, but is good actually. Sorry, is good. Creating good comedy content is good, but only creating comedy content is like I consider as a bad thing. Like we have a lot of potential in our own YouTube. Like we have a lot of things. Like Purav Jha created videos in which he provided and he just showed, he just tried something else from other people. So I think I have that potential to create a good content on YouTube. I have that potential, but I don't have that opportunity right now. But whenever the opportunity will come, I just try to grasp it as early as possible. And yeah, that's the something I just wanted to speak in front of you because मुझे अच्छा लगता है. I just like to create content on YouTube, whether it is reading. Like I know I'm not at all good in reading, but I just love to come on YouTube. I just love to open my laptop and read the book by the Swami Vivekanand because I am so influenced by him, and that's the reason. And one of my cousin asked me a question, what is the future of YouTube India? So I just replied him that bro, it doesn't matter. Like if everybody is busy in creating the comedy content and if everybody is creating like cringe content on Instagram reels, then the future of India, YouTube India and the social media of India, that is actually, I think, is on their downfall. Like no, if nobody is creating good content, then how can we expect key people just come and watch us? Because everything has that security, the utility, the fulfillment. Because if you just creating a lot of content on the same topic, on the same topic, on the same topic, one person get fulfilled from it. Like अब वो बोलेगा कि मुझे नहीं, मतलब हो गया यार. Like how much I can watch the comedy videos on YouTube. So I think the future of YouTube and even Instagram of social media, I think that is in dark because YouTubers has to do something else. That what, but then the point comes ki, what if I create science fiction and a mind grasping movie, like confusing video, after investing a lot of money in it, will the people of the country will accept that? मतलब उन्हें पसंद आएगा? Accept that? How? मतलब if, what if they don't like it? Because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि in India what actually sells is कि सोशल मीडिया पे क्या बिकता है. सबसे पहला तो किसी का दुख दर्द पीड़ा, कि मुझे उससे बहुत दर्द है, या लाइक काइंड ऑफ सिंपैथी एम्पैथी, वो बिकता है. इफ यू जस्ट शो एम्पैथी टुवर्ड्स एनीवन, you will definitely get a lot of like millions of likes. Second, nudity. Like in India, every man just like love to watch Instagram reels. Why they are watching Instagram reels? Because they just love to see, like मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मुझे एक YouTube का इंटरफेस खुल देना चाहिए अगर if I am talking about the YouTube. So I just have to YouTube India. सो मैं वही बोल रहा था कि एवरीबडी जस्ट लाइक मैं, एक तो एम्पैथी बिकती है, सिंपैथी बिकती है, फिर न्यूडिडिटी बिकती है कि न्यू हाउ मच न्यूड थिंग्स दैट जस्ट इंस्टाग्राम रील्स रिप्रेजेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ वर्ल्ड. देन थर्ड थिंग इज क्यूटनेस. लाइक वो छोटे छोटे बच्चों की रील्स आएगी, इंडियंस जस्ट लव टू वॉच दैट थिंग्स, लाइक क्यूट वीडियोस. लाइक भाई व्हाट द हेल, आई जस्ट सॉ इंस्टाग्राम रील्स फॉर like last month, like last year maybe, that had 4 million fucking likes. Like I was fucked up bhai by watching that thing. Bhai क्यों, मतलब cute video है but 4 million like, bhai what the hell, what the hell yaar. Then third thing, this was third thing. Then fourth thing is they actually मतलब जिसे I just consider as a propaganda ki प्रोपेगेंडा बिकता है a lot of YouTubers just try to sell their propaganda on YouTube and they are just gaining a lot of views in that. ये होगी पांचवी चीज। छठी चीज, दोस्ती, यारी, प्रेम, मोहब्बत या प्रेम, लाइक सेवन थिंग, सिक्स थिंग इज प्रेम, प्यार, मोहब्बत। यार बहुत बड़ी दुनिया है यार, ऊपर तो उठो प्यार मोहब्बत से एक बार। यार उठ के तो देखो, मतलब देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ गुड कंटेंट बियॉन्ड दैट थिंग्स। प्यार, मोहब्बत, इश्क, व्हाट द हेल यार, व्हाट द हेल। देन कॉमेडी कंटेंट लाइक हियर, Harsh Beniwal, Ashish Chanchalani. Maybe I came to know one thing, that Ashish Chanchalani is just creating something else in his world. और मुझे याद है हर्ष बेनीवाल also tried to create something else in his video, like a long video of 1 or 2 hour like short film। नहीं, शॉर्ट फिल्म भी नहीं थी, वो फिल्म थी चेकमेट। दैट वाज ग्रेट भाई, बहुत अच्छी लगी थी मुझे। देन हर्ष बेनीवाल भाई, डाउनफॉल, सॉरी हर्ष बेनीवाल नहीं, अमित भड़ाना, डाउनफॉल पे भाई। इफ समवन आस्क्ड मी 2018, मैं यही कहता कि भाई खत्म हो गया है बंदा। आशीष चंचलानी, बीबी की बहन भाई, दिस गाय इज माय इंस्पिरेशन। कहाँ से उठ के बंदा कहाँ पहुंच गया भाई। ताज़ा खबर बहुत ओपी चीज थी भाई, बहुत सही चीज थी। इफ यू डिडंट वॉच दैट, गो एंड वॉच, सीजन 2 अभी आया है, बहुत बढ़िया भाई, मजा आ गया भाई। कैरी तो है ही। फिर ये XYZ, क्या नाम है इसका, मतलब क्रेजी इंडियन हैकर, क्रेजी इंडियन हैकर, दिस गाय इज क्रेजी इंडियन हैकर भाई। मतलब दे आर गुड क्रिएटर्स भाई, बट सिर्फ कॉमेडी कंटेंट, कॉमेडी कंटेंट, कॉमेडी कंटेंट, लाइक जस्ट फक्ड अप यार। और है भाई, इंडिया में शॉर्ट फिल्म्स बन रही हैं, बट क्या उन पे व्यूज जा रहे हैं? नहीं। इंडिया में व्यूज कहाँ पे जा रहे हैं? कच्चा बादाम, सावन बरसा बिचौली, अभी बहुत ज्यादा एक गाना चल रहा है, वर्तमान आंखों का धोखा है। और ऑनेस्टली दैट सॉन्ग इज नॉट दैट बैड, वो सॉन्ग बहुत अच्छा है भाई। उसकी जो छवि आई ना सामने, वो खराब थी। मैं उस पर 2-3 मीम देख रहा था यार। हुआ तो मैं आपको, लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग, कि मैंने एक चैनल बनाया था, उसका नाम था योर ब्रो पक्की। हुआ तो मैं और मेरा एक फ्रेंड, हम दोनों आएंगे उस पर लाइव, और बस यही जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ ना, यही करेंगे, सिर्फ बातचीत। और वो हिंदी में होगी यार, इंग्लिश में नहीं करूंगा मैं। यार ये हिस्ट्री में क्या क्या आ रहा है भाई, SSC भाई, ये सब चीज़ें नहीं आनी थी। चल हटा दूंगा मैं। थ्री इडियट्स, यार आज मैंने देखी थ्री इडियट्स, अच्छी मूवी थी। ये देखो भाई, एक सब्सक्राइबर है, वो भी मैंने ही खुद को सब्सक्राइब कर रखा है। मैं उस पर लाइव आया था, ये देखो भाई, मैं बोल रहा था ना, ये एनीमे वर्सेस कार्टून, मैं एनीमे बहुत बड़ा एनीमे लवर हूँ। हाँ, मैं बिग बॉस देखता था भाई, मैंने एक सीजन देखा था, और भाई मैंने वीडियो बना दी उस पर, ही हटाई भी नहीं, 5 व्यूज आ गए भाई। यार थंबनेल तो बढ़िया बनाया था यार मैंने, एडिटिंग, ये देखो भाई, मोस्ट अंडररेटेड कार्टून, एक व्यू भाई, मेरी फेवरेट वीडियो थी ये, 8 मिनट, मैंने बहुत टाइम इन्वेस्ट किया था उस पर। फिर ये मेरी, नहीं ये फर्स्ट वीडियो नहीं थी भाई, ये है फर्स्ट वीडियो भाई। तो कितना खराब है भाई, 2 साल पहले भाई, वाओ, गुड ओल्ड डेज। मैंने एडिटिंग सीखी थी, मैं यूट्यूब से डाउनलोड करता था, मतलब अच्छा था भाई, देख सकते हो। फिर थोड़ा लेवल अप हुआ मेरा, फिर मैंने धीरे धीरे, ऑटो वाला भैया है, बहुत सही वीडियो थी ये भी, मतलब यार व्यूज़ गए नहीं, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ ना यार, इंडिया में मिडिल क्लास पीपल, मैं मिडिल क्लास हूँ अभी, मैंने जैसे एग्जांपल दिया अभी मिडिल क्लास का। तो यार बस भाई हो गया, बस क्या, मेरा अब सर दुख रहा बहुत खतरनाक वाला, अब थोड़ी देर मैच देखूंगा और सो जाऊंगा। टॉक्सिक पीपल, ऑटो वाला यार, कोई भी हो नहीं यार, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है यार। चाइल्डहुड कार्टून, ये यार ये बहुत सही है यार, मतलब इसका थंबनेल मैंने अच्छा बनाया है यार, बट किसी ने देखा ही नहीं भाई। चलो कोई बात नहीं। ये भी अच्छा है यार, एनीमे। अच्छा, ये एनिमेज लग रहा है क्या भाई? एक बार देखे क्या वीडियो? देखें क्या? देखें क्या? लेट्स गो। मैं देखता हूँ भाई, अपन, मैं पहले ब्लूटूथ कनेक्ट करता हूँ, फिर अपन देखते हैं मस्त। क्या पता है, यही हो रहा भाई, मैंने हेडफोन कनेक्ट करे ना, तो हेडफोन की वो कनेक्ट हो गई। चलो मैं देख लेता हूँ। हेलो 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 हेलो। माइक डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया, यही मेरे को यही अच्छा नहीं लगता यार, बस। चलो अपन देख लेते हैं, इसी देख लेते हैं, क्या दिक्कत है।
तो हाँ भाई लोग, स्वागत है
आवाज़
आपका
क्यों नहीं आ रही?
मेरे YouTube चैनल में और मेरी एक
आवाज़
और
नहीं आ
नई
रही क्या?
वीडियो में। तो यार आज अपन लोग बात करने वाले हैं एनीमे। स्वागत है आपका मेरे YouTube चैनल।
आवाज़ नहीं आ रही यार। हेलो 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 हेलो। चलो यार, जो भी हो एनीवेज आज के लिए इतना ही। अपन अपन कल आता हूँ मैं, हुआ तो भाई अपन ट्राई करते हैं कि मैं उस चैनल पे भी लाइव आऊँ जिसका भी मैं बता रहा था, और करेंगे यार, बहुत जल्द करेंगे अपन। 1 घंटे की हो गई यार लाइव स्ट्रीम। चलो यार गाइस, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, हैव अ ग्रेट डे, हैव अ ग्रेट नाइट।